Welcome back to Good Day. For 1 week in July, Northwest Ohio is the epicenter for women's golf.
And if you want a front row seat to the action, the Greater Toledo Classic is recruiting volunteers for this year's tournament. Jim Heller has what you need to know. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, ladies. Nice to see you.
You too. So you've been doing the whole volunteer thing for a minute, huh?
Yeah, a minute probably is the appropriate word. I think this is about year number 15, and you know, it's a privilege. There's the old adage, and I'm sure you've heard it: to whom much is given, much is expected. And while I love the golf, it's not about the golf. It really isn't. It's about presenting the checks to the local charities in December. That's the cream filling in the Oreo cookie. So come on out.
Ooh, that sounds
like
good.
that saying.
Feel free to borrow that. I got it off a cereal box.
I might steal that. So this is the second year the Greater Toledo Classic in its current format,
Yes,
3-day event here. What can volunteers expect when they come out for this?
Well, expect to have a good time. Expect to make lifelong friendships, and there are a couple of areas where we're still looking for some additional help. Walking scores, which is not a real hard job. You radio the score in to scoring control. We're looking for shuttle drivers and marshals still. So 419-531-3277. You can still get involved in the tournament if you want to, and we'd love to have you.
Yeah. Is it a lot of walking for those scores?
Oh, I would say, you know, it's 18 holes worth, but boy, you can work off that breakfast.
Exactly.
Get your steps in.
Because you're going to
sure.
feed them too, the volunteers.
Absolutely.
That's one of the, we got to talk about the perks here.
Absolutely. There's certainly food in the volunteer tent. There'll be food in the media tent. And Lord knows the folks here at Channel 11 have run me through the ringer a few years past. But
Eating some hot dogs.
Yeah, absolutely.
We know who they are.
Looking forward to it.
They get a polo and a hat and all that. And then you have a party too, don't you?
Absolutely. There's a volunteer party. It's usually at the Pinnacle. Liz Tees and her group usually do that a few weeks after the tournament. And it's just an opportunity to say thank you. We're closing in on $15 million in charities since in charitable donations since 1984. And just grateful to First Solar and to the local McDonald's restaurant franchisers, because they came together and said, we're putting this shindig on again.
Yeah.
And I'm just so grateful just to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Now, these young ladies competing, are they local or are they from all over?
Great question. How about both?
Okay.
Because our defending champion is from New Albany.
That's pretty close, yeah.
Yeah, just outside Columbus. And she'll bring a huge contingency with her, Mia Hammond. She will be a freshman at Duke. I mean, we're talking about a young lady who just went to her senior prom. At that age, I was learning to tie my shoes, let alone. And so she is coming to defend her title, and we will have some great collegiate golfers from all over the country. And it really is a fun format, and they're all fighting to get on to the LPGA Tour.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's some pretty intense competition, but it's a great atmosphere.
It really is. And the past years that I've gone, and even with the different format, it's incredible how close you can get to the athletes. You can see the action right up along with them.
You are absolutely right.
It's really an event unlike any other.
And, you know, it's kind of been one of the gems of Toledo for 40 years. And one of the things that makes Toledo such a special place to live and to give people an opportunity to give back. This town has been very good to me, to my family, for 30 years. That's the least I can do.
Yeah, give back. Do some volunteering.
I am curious. So these young women, they had to compete somewhere else to be a part of this tournament, or like how was that process to get them here?
Well, they have to go through I would say probably the biggest barometer is win as an amateur, or you know, be on your college team, or be a graduate of college and trying to get onto the PGA Tour. So those kind of are the three prerequisites. But there's an awful lot of talent. I thought that when the Epson Tour first came that, okay, well, this isn't going to be as competitive a level of golf. Wrong, okay? I mean, these young ladies all want a shot at the brass ring. It's very competitive.
Yeah,
Wow.
So you could be a part of all of that action. What do people need to do? They said, you sold me, I want to help out, I want to volunteer, I want to be
Absolutely.
part of this event. What's that process like? What do they need to do?
Well, it all starts getting on the World Wide Web, which seems to be a pretty easy thing these days, and ToledoClassic.com/volunteer.
Okay.
And that will set you up And if you want to come be part of the tournament, I've certainly got a spot for you. And just looking forward to seeing everybody. This is such a gem for our city.
It's kind of like a homecoming, a reunion, right?
It is.
For everybody, because you said you've done it about 15 years. We've talked to volunteers in the past who have done it just as long, longer.
Oh, some of them have
In
been
some
there
cases.
since the beginning.
So for the whole thing, and there's a reason that you all keep coming back and back year after year. You said for you a big piece of it is that charity component.
Oh, I wouldn't do it if that wasn't part of the equation, because without giving the money to the local charities, and it's been hundreds of charities through the years, what's the point? You just have a golf tournament with a winner taking home a big purse and you saw some great golf, but that's not the purpose. If you aren't giving something back or pushing the ball forward, what's the point?
Yeah, so you could be part of it.
like
Helping
that.
other children's charities here right in our community.
Indeed.
And you can be part of all that. Again, the address right there on your screen, ToledoClassic.com/volunteer. Get there and get yourself signed up, because you don't want to miss out. You get the swag, you get the food too, and you get the great golf, and it all gives back to charity too. It's what more can you ask for, right?
Not
Can't
much.
beat it.
All right, good stuff. Thanks for being here
Thank
today.
you.
You bet, and I'm
Yeah.
grateful to you folks, to CBS and to WTOL.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Thank you.